Hi, welcome to the Gear Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my little show about whitewater things. And today I'm going to attempt to talk about dry suits. I have a bunch of dry suits. I use them all the time. I have opinions about them based on my experiences with certain brands and just talking with friends and kind of want to share my thoughts. So with that, let's get started. We're going to start with features in dry suits to look for and then go on to some brands and some of my opinions about different brands. First of all, you want to decide whether you want a zipper across the front or across the back. And if it's across the front like this, it's going to be easier to get in and out of. Also, it's easier for you to zip it and unzip it on your own. The downside is the front zipper kind of bunches up sometimes. It feels kind of awkward to me against my PFD. So I prefer the back zipper. And so this is one of my dry suits. And so instead of having the zipper in the front, the zipper is across the back like that. And I like this because it just feels more comfortable. It doesn't feel like awkward to me with that front zipper. The downside is it's really hard to unzip it and zip it up by yourself. Almost everybody that has these dry suits use a friend to zip it up. They have to do this, put their arms out, and their friends come and zip it and unzip it. I don't like that dependence on somebody else to get in and out of my dry suit. But luckily I can unzip it and zip it on my own. So it's a decision whether which one you want. There's pros and cons to both. Next is, do you get a P-zipper? And I'm going to say, yes, you absolutely get a P-zipper. A P-zipper is another zipper here for men, or for women it's around the back. And this allows you to get in and out of your dry suit. It allows you to go to the bathroom without taking your whole dry suit off, right? So if you don't have a P-zipper, you got to pull off your helmet and your PFD and get out of all your gaskets to go to the bathroom. And I've watched people without a P-zipper just wait way too long to go to the bathroom. Like, they're just in pain because they don't want to pull over and do it. And then when they do pull over, it's a pretty big thing and everybody has to wait like 10 minutes for the whole process to happen. And so having a P-zipper, I think, is critical for whitewater boating, just for comfort and just all those reasons. I also use the P-zipper in the front as like a pocket. Like, I'll take my beanie off and just throw it down by my legs. And if I need to pull over for lunch or I need a beanie for something, I have it available or something else. So it's actually a little extra storage space for me, so I'm a massive fan. Next, you have to decide on fabric, right? More expensive is going to be Gore-Tex, which I think is the best. It's durable. It's a known fabric. It breathes pretty well. And there's a Gore-Tex Pro, which I think is even better. I don't know. There's really good Gore-Tex. A lot of the companies have other waterproof, breathable fabrics that aren't Gore-Tex, which I think are fine too. They generally cost less. And the least expensive is nylon, which doesn't breathe. And I'm a big fan of it breathing. I sweat a lot. Kayaking and rafting are active sports, so I think it's really nice to have some sort of breathable fabric like Gore-Tex or some other one. Next is booties. So nowadays, dry suits all come with hopefully Gore-Tex booties. These used to be latex back in the day, or even they were just like gaskets around the ankle. And so having booties that are some like nice pliable fabric. Sometimes I stand on these when I'm changing. So it's nice if there's a little extra durability in the bottom so don't poke holes in the feet. So I think booties are nice. It's pretty normal. And the last consideration is cost. And just a good general rule of thumb, like with a lot of stuff, but especially dry suits, is if you spend more, it's going to be better. So if you try to be cheap and save on things, it's going to be worse. And you're going to probably regret it. And so, in terms of how much you're willing to spend, I would urge you to really spend money in a dry suit because it'll last longer and you'll be happier with it, and you won't 2 years from now want a better one and have to buy a whole other one. So this cost is a major factor, and again, this is something where I suggest not skimping. So let's talk about a few brands. To me, the gold standard is the Kokatat, and this is my Kokatat dry suit. They make dry suits in all the fabrics. The Gore-Tex, they have a thing called Hydrus, which is less expensive and supposedly really good. And they do the nylon suits. So they do a whole bunch of varieties of them. They're made in the U.S., and I really believe that stuff made in the U.S. is generally just better quality, more attention to detail, more durable. So I'm really happy they're made in the U.S. And it's a boating brand. Like, the people who started it did it based on boating. So they're really designed for boaters. The best thing about Gore-Tex, though, or not Gore-Tex, Kokatat, is that they do custom colors and sizing. So you can order a custom suit, make the arms blue and the bottom purple or whatever. You can make it your own style, which, looking good is important. But they also do custom sizing. And this one, I have long arms and broad shoulders. And so things like a lot of jackets and things, like you can even see with this, like the cuff is short on me. Well, you can custom measure yourself and get a longer, I guess that's cuff. If you have a long torso or a short torso, you can actually adjust the length of the legs and the arms and get just the right fit. And so for this one that I had done has just the right fit. I love this one. Again, it's durable. It's the gold standard. It's a sweet, sweet dry suit. Next is IR. IR is another brand like owned by paddlers, run by paddlers. They're all about paddling. And I don't think they do Gore-Tex. They do their own proprietary thing. And they're not made in the US. They're made overseas. But even with that, they make awesome suits. And they're well designed, well thought out. There's a lot of love and energy put into the designs and manufacturing process. And you really can't go wrong with immersion research. So this is the one I paddled for a long time. I can attest that it's super durable, really well made. I paddled a few different IR suits, and they're great. They're going to cost a little bit less than Kokatat generally, and I've seen they have some sales, and so sometimes you can catch them on sale, and so they're a great one to go with. My only caveat with IR is sometimes there's some weird fits. Like some of their suits are kind of awkward fits in my experience. So if you can, try it on before you buy it. Don't just buy it online and hopefully it fits. I definitely would try it on. Next is Mustang Survival. Mustang Survival is a company based in Canada. They make super high quality stuff for the military and firefighters and sailing. And they're not really a paddling brand, although I know they want to get into paddling more. And I've been wearing this suit a ton. It's really well made. It doesn't have a spray tunnel, so I wear this one rafting. There's just a lot of things I love about this suit. One of them is they don't have cuffs by the feet. I'm not sure why dry suits all have cuffs. It just goes straight down to the feet. When I talk about cuffs, I mean this extra material and this extra Velcro I have to do and undo every time I paddle. It just goes straight down to the feet. They also have these built-in knee pads. It's just more fabric here and more durability for knees and actually like little knee pads. Not super heavy duty, but it's just a really nice touch that I wish all dry suits had. This one has suspenders in here. And so I kind of like the suspenders when I put it on, it sort of stays up. The IR and immersion research ones have like an elastic band around the inside that works pretty well. But I really like the suspenders inside personally. And they did a really good job with the suspenders. One of the downsides is they didn't put a P zipper on here. They just have a zipper that goes way far down, which is really good if you're sailing or something where you're not wearing a PFD. But if you're wearing a PFD, you got to take it off to go to the bathroom. So I'm not stoked. I wish they had done the P zipper. But I can tell you, I've boated with this dry suit a ton. I've beat it up, and I think it's actually maybe more durable than the Kokatat. Durability wise, it's awesome. They use all the fancy Gore-Tex Pro things too. So there's some design stuff they have to work through to make these things better for paddling. They don't make one for kayakers. There's no kayak tunnel one yet. But I really have beat this one hard and have to say it is very, very durable. And there's a few other brands like NRS. NRS has made dry suits for a while. I've heard good things and bad things about their durability. And not more than heard, I've seen bad things happen with their durability. They might be better now. I know they're about to make Gore-Tex dry suits, and anything made from Gore is usually pretty high quality, so get ready for that. NRS, they're really good at keeping their prices down on stuff. So if you want to save some money, NRS is a good one to go with. It's a little less expensive, and it'll be interesting to see how they price their new Gore-Tex one. There's a few other brands. OS Systems, which is made here in Oregon. It's a great brand. They make great dry suits, but no kayak tunnels that I know of. They're mainly made for rafters, but they're good to check out if you're looking for an Oregon brand. And Level 6 is another dry suit manufacturer I know about. I've never used their stuff. I've seen it. They look cool. They're fashionable. I know that. And there may be one or two more, but the general thing is that, honestly, like with the Kokatat and the IR, you really can't go wrong. They're both like well-designed by companies who focus on paddlers, and they have paddlers in mind first. And they're just really well thought out. And both companies, I see, support boating. Like they do financially through donations to certain groups. They're basically part of our community. So, I really recommend both Kokatat and IR. They both do a good job, just depending on what you want to do. So those are my thoughts on dry suits. If you have questions, put them in the comment section below. But even more important, If you have actual information that's better than mine, please put it down in the comments. Like again, I'm not a dry suit expert. I just have experience with them. I don't know about fabrics. I probably said something that was wrong. So if you're like, yeah, I use an NRS dry suit and it was really, really durable, put that in the comments so other people can see. I think that's where the real gold hopefully is beyond me just sharing my thoughts, is those of you that are watching have more information to provide. Share with us in the comments and ask questions, and hopefully those of you looking for dry suits can use the comments for a good resource for information. So as always, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.